What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday's edition of Murph's Boston Sports Talk. I am your host, James Murphy, aka Murph, and this is Wednesday's, aka Hump Day edition of Murph's Boston Sports Talk. I am joined with a very special guest, a outsider in Evan Reid. And as you can tell, he has a New York Knickerbockers pullover on. That's trash. That's straight trash.
It's OG.
It's not heat. It's not heat. All righty. So, as tradition with every episode of Murph's Boston Sports Talk, you know what we have to talk about first, and that is quick hits. There's only one because we do have a big episode ahead of us. So, I just kind of want to run through this quickly, not Emmanually quickly, but quickly. All right. So, as you heard the news in the NFL, J.J. Watt, the man behind me, going to the Arizona Cardinals, 2 years, $31 million with $23 million guaranteed. Is that a good move by the Arizona Cardinals? Yes or no? Go.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I think they're there. I think a lot of people don't think they're there, but I honestly think with a step up from Kyler and just like another year together, I think they're there.
See, I think this is a good move for them because I agree with you. I think they were very much there. They were in it for the most of the season, lost a couple games that they probably should have won. And I think J.J. Watt brings them a veteran, experienced player. Not that he's a winner, but he's an experienced player. He's a top 3 defensive end. I mean, probably Aaron Donald might be the only one better than him. And I really think he brings pressure around the edge. Chandler Jones on the other side, they're going to wreak havoc in the backfield. And bringing in a player like this just kind of sets the tone for next year to build off of this past year as well. So, yes, this is a good move for the Cardinals. Obviously, $15.5 million average per year. It is what it is to get this kind of player. Is this a good move for J.J. Watt, though, to go to the Cardinals?
I was surprised by it. I was surprised he didn't go elsewhere. But I don't think it's a bad move. And then rejoining with Hopkins probably played a part in it. So I get it. It's warm weather.
Oh, it's nice down there. You know, it gets warm, toasty, but you're playing in a dome, air conditioned, so it's always going to be perfect 70 degrees every time. I don't know if this is a good move, though, for Watt, because I figured he would want to go to a win-now team. Not that the Cardinals aren't, but they're just not there yet. And obviously, J.J. Watt puts them there, but I figured he would want to go to a team that's already kind of proven themselves. For example, kind of like a Kansas City team or a Tampa Bay team. And that kind of means he's ring chasing, but at this point, he kind of is.
Yeah.
I feel like he should be.
He absolutely should be.
And that's probably the only one knock that he has on his career, or that he doesn't have on his career, is not just a Super Bowl, but just playoff success in general. Every year with the Texans, they've always been one and done because they've run into the Patriots. Or I think they lose one time to the Bills a couple years ago. So, yeah, very questionable. I mean, the Packers would have been a really good spot. Cleveland, I think, is ahead of Arizona. You could argue Buffalo's even ahead of Arizona, obviously. So those were kind of teams that I really thought he was going to go to. Patriots, being biased, long shot, kind of makes a little bit of sense, to go to New England, but obviously we'll never know. And who would want to go to New England? Nobody. I don't even want to go.
Not me.
So, what can we expect from the Cardinals for the 2021 season with J.J. Watt? And let's just say they make minor micro moves for the rest of the offseason.
If they keep everyone they have now,
I
think 11-5.
Does that give them the division, or does that give them a wild card spot?
Wild card spot.
I think it gives them a wild card spot too, because I just think the Rams are too good, especially with Matt Stafford now. He's so much better than Jared Goff. It's not even funny. If they can bring the majority of their players back, I really think it's their division. The Seahawks look like they're crumbling. They could lose Russell Wilson, so they're going to be out of a quarterback. Cardinals, They got it. Go ahead.
I have a hot take. Cardinals go 11-5 and don't make the playoffs.
So other teams have to go 11-5 or better. If they go 11-5, they need a tiebreaker. Who is ahead of them?
I think Seattle and the Rams will finish ahead of them in the division.
Okay, so one of them would win the division. But that still leaves.
One of them.
Okay, let's say the Rams win the division. Seattle gets the wild card. There's still two wild card spots. So who do you think is better than them for the two other remaining wild card spots? Because I mean, that's a legitimate argument. I mean, because the NFC is very, very good. I think the AFC overall has better teams as of last year, at least. But the NFC has a lot of good teams. I mean, the Bucks, the Saints are a question mark, so the Saints could be a wild card team. If the Panthers get Watson, they could be. I hate counting out the Falcons because their offense is so explosive. They just need defensive help. Yeah. You look at the the Vikings, even they could make a little bit of noise because they got a good offense. So I mean,
be anyone.
What's that?
I honestly feel like it could be almost anyone.
I agree.
Like the football so wild comes down in a game or two.
Every year it's different, and I think this year kind of proves it. You look at the success that the Browns had. You look at how abysmal the Patriots were this year. You know, two teams that are usually either really good in the Patriots, and then another team in the Browns who are usually really bad. But obviously, it kind of flipped the switch this year. Right. I that's why the Cardinals is a confusing team for me because, like I said, the Packers, the Browns, the Bills, they're kind of in win now mode. Obviously, the Bucks, the Chiefs as well. Right. But it's definitely interesting. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully the Cardinals have a good year because I think they're one of those teams that's going to be good for a long time. And I'm sure that a lot of people would agree with me on that. But those are our takes about J.J. Watt to the Arizona Cardinals. Do you think Deshaun Watson gets traded?
Yeah.
I do too. It's going to be a dumb package, like 6 first-round picks, 2 2s, a 3, 7 swaps. I don't know. It's gonna be something stupid. It's gonna be something stupid.
That's crazy.
All right. So let me change my background now. Can you hear my heater?
No.
Oh, good. All right.
Ooh, fancy.
Let me go this way. I tried to get one that had like the draft. I didn't want like draft 2019 behind me, so I figured this would be the next best thing. All right. So random NBA teams generator. Obviously, people who are watching on YouTube will be able to see it. And I have all 30 NBA teams. You name the team, they're there because we're going to have a little fun. So Evan and I have been discussing that we're going to do a little bit of a draft, hence why the green screen behind me is of the draft. But the draft we're going to be doing is going to be exciting, very debatable, conversational, and we're probably going to have a crap ton of arguments. Now, I'm going to hit random probably a few times just to really mix it up. And there's going to be 2 teams that pop up. So, for example, let's random 3, 2, 1, stop. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Philadelphia 76ers. So, in Evan and I's exercise, we're going to have to both make a starting 5 with using players on the Timberwolves and the 76ers. So, for example, I would probably say, obviously, we're going to go back and forth, but players you're going to want are Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Karl Anthony Towns, D'Lo, whatever, until we both have 5. Can you see that?
I can, yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. So just so you can see it, I'm going to go all the way up to 30. Return, and then there's all 30 teams. If you want to kind of read through it and make sure there's no team twice or make sure that all the teams are there, feel free. Let me know when you want me to shuffle it up.
I believe you.
You believe me? Okay, good. Because I left the New York Knicks out. Just kidding. All right. So before we actually shuffle, who wants to go first? Because we're going to do this snake style. So I'll go first, then you go, yada, yada, however you want to do it. Do you want to be first? Or do you want me to go first for this first draft?
I'll go first.
You'll go first. All right, let me just write down. Oh, the two rules. Right. I remember them. One, can't use the same player twice.
Right.
So if we have the 76ers, only one person can use Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, whatever. Two, you have to use them based off of their primary or secondary position. So you can't have LeBron James as a center. He's a small forward or a power forward. That's it. That makes sense? So Joel Embiid, power forward, center. All right, let me just write down because I'm going to keep track of the rosters myself. All right. So you said I will go first?
I said I will go first.
You're going to go first. Okay. Copy that. All right. I'm just going to hit random a bunch of times. Let me just scroll up. And you tell me when to stop.
Stop.
The Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Both these teams are trash.
That's what makes it interesting. Excluding injuries. We won't include injuries here.
Right. Like assume everyone's healthy.
Everyone's healthy, a little dinged up. All right. So since you are going first, Evan, who are you taking? Oh, let me write.
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
I will be taking Karl Anthony Towns.
He takes Cat at his center position.
Absolutely.
That's a hot take.
Not really.
No, you're right. It may not be a hot take, but I think I have someone better. I think we're going to go with Ja Morant. That's going to be my point guard. Evan, who's next?
I got to go with D'Lo.
Who?
D'Angelo Russell.
Is he being your point guard?
This is so tough because I don't know who I'm going to take later. Yeah, he'll be my point guard.
Okay. I respect that decision. I really like that decision. And honestly, it's left me with freaking nobody.
No
These are so bad.
No one.
Oh my goodness. All right. This is honestly so bad, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to go Malik Beasley. I kind of have to here. I mean, yes, he's going to be my shooting guard, obviously, but the options are so slim here. We better get some good teams next time. All right. Shooting guard, small forward, power forward. What do you got?
I'll take Anthony Edwards.
Who? Anthony Edwards.
I'll grab him.
I respect that one. That's a good play. He was going to be my next one, to be honest.
Yeah.
But, all right. Let's see. Can we get someone on the Grizzlies, maybe?
There's some sleepers on here.
Yeah, I might have to go Jonas Valanciunas, to be honest. I need a big man. He can score. He can grab the boards. He's a wall.
I respect him.
All right. 2 more picks each to end this abysmal first round.
What do I have? Shooting guard and power forward left?
You need a shooting guard and a power forward left.
I'm going to go Jaren Jackson.
That's bold. No, it's not. That's actually a good pick.
Solid pick.
All right. This is still tough. Let me give myself the... I kind of want to take a meme. What do I need? I need forwards. Go Brandon Clark. Yikes. You took Anthony Edwards. That's such a good pick. I really freaking wanted him, dude. I really thought he was going to be there for me next pick. All right, I'm just going to go Kyle Anderson. Gotta get someone that can put the ball in the bucket. And honestly, that's kind of the name of the game. All right. You need a shooting guard, my friend.
Okay, I think I gotta go with Dylan Brooks.
That's such a good pick. That's such a good pick.
He can stroke.
I'm not gonna lie. I think your team is better than mine.
I think
I,
so.
I think so too. You know what? Just for fun, because he was on the Knicks, I'm gonna go Hernan Gomez. Just cause. Just cause.
I
All
thought
right.
about Justice Winslow.
I did too, but like, I mean, obviously we're considering everyone to be healthy, relatively across the board. He's only played 4 games this year. Could break out and be, a better player than what we expect, but it is what it is. All right. So in efforts, because my team was good, but kind of sucked. I do have to hit myself with that. So you went first that time. I'm going to go first again. Let's run the random.
You want to read off the starting fives?
What's up?
You want to read off the starting fives?
Oh, that's a good call. All right. Evan Reid selected D'Angelo Russell, Dylan Brooks, Carson Edwards. Not Carson. Oh my God, Carson Edwards. That's the Celtics player. Anthony Edwards, Jaren Jackson, and Karl Anthony Towns. I took Ja Morant, Beasley, Kyle Anderson. I can't even say his name, dude. How do you want Honcho? Honcho Hernangomez.
I don't know.
He was a Nick dude.
No, he wasn't the Nick. It was the other Hernan Gomez.
Now, see, I don't want him anymore. I don't want this slug. And then Jonas Valanciunas. I felt good coming out of the first couple picks, especially because I had Anthony Edwards lined up. Carson Edwards lined up. But once you took him, it just fell far from grace for me with my squad. All right. I am pounding the randomization, and you're going to tell me when to stop. And you better pick some good teams. The Golden State Warriors and the Timberwolves. Do you want to just shuffle it up again because we just did the Timberwolves? This is not bad.
Bulls and Hornets.
That could be feisty.
Could be.
Well, I get to go first this time. Ooh, this is gonna be I got a couple players to pick from.
I feel like there's that easy number one.
I think so too. I think either way, no matter who I take, I can still walk out with a really good big two.
Yeah. Kind of.
Okay. I think it's pretty obvious who I'm going to take here. I'm going to take Zach LaVine, shooting guard, all-star, obviously, stud, 2-time in a row slam dunk competition winner. Don't at me. All right. Who you taking?
It's honestly tough. Next best after Zach. I'll take LaMelo.
Oh, you suck. I was hoping you wouldn't take him, because then I could have slid in there and took LaMelo. But I'll take Gordon Hayward instead. He's having a tremendous breakout season for the Hornets after a couple of down years with the Celtics. So I have Zach LaVine and Gordon Hayward as my 2-3. You have LaMelo as your 1. And who is your next?
It's dicey. These teams kind of both suck too.
The Bulls and the Hornets, they both suck. Oh, I don't want to say the Bulls have always sucked, but the Hornets have always sucked.
Miles Bridges.
Really?
Yuck, I don't like that, but yeah.
I don't like that. All right, that's a fair pick. That is a fair pick. I'm going to jump back over to the Bulls here, and I'm going to take Lauri Markkanen. I think this dude could have been an all-star this year. Obviously, I understand why he wasn't. Definitely could be one come next year.
That's what I was going to take, honestly.
Should have, could have, would have.
Let me take
Bismack Biyombo.
No. I think with Lauri gone, I'll probably take PJ Washington.
That's honestly a smart pick. I feel like you can kind of scrum for some guards here, but the forwards that we're working with, it's not really happening.
No.
All right. Point guard now. Do I want to go point guard? Do I want to go center? I'm going to double click the yes and the no, and I'm asking, do I go point guard? And let's see what it is.
Yes.
Yes. All right. We will go with, want to go with you, but I don't. I'm going to go Kobe White.
Okay.
It was either him or,
Graham.
yeah,
Um,
either 2 and a 5.
I
Michael
need-
Jordan is not available.
I'll go with. Can I grab Devontae Graham? Just have 2 guards.
Yeah, you can put him at your 2.
Yeah.
All right, that works. Like I said, guards are the same, forwards are the same, 4 and 5 is the same. All right, we both need centers left. Yikes. I'm just gonna go Wendell Carter Jr. I think he's the best center on the board here because there's no way on God's green earth I'm taking Cody Zeller. So
I agree. He's definitely the best on the board. I'll probably go with
Cody Zeller,
no.
Bismack Biyombo.
I'll probably go with Vernon Carey. It was either him or Thaddeus Young.
You really should have took Bismack Biyombo. Who'd you take?
Vernon Carey.
All right.
My team's garbage.
Yeah, you think? You know what? My team's that much better than yours. We all know that.
Your team.
I'll read them off again. Team Evan, LaMelo Ball, Deontay Graham, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, Vernon Carey, and then over in the winner circle, Murph's Boston Sports Talk, we have Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Gordon Hayward, Laurie McIntyre, and Wendell Carter Jr. I will give myself a fat check mark for the dub column there. And let's shuffle. What's up?
I just took all Hornets.
No, he didn't.
No?
No, Kobe White, Zach LaVine, and Laurie
Me.
McIntyre. Oh, you did? Oh, yeah, you did.
Bold.
You literally just took like their second unit besides LaMelo. All right, we need like the Lakers.
Yeah, we need like some solid.
We need the Lakers and the Celtics.
We need the Knicks Celtics.
We don't need the Knicks at all. You tell me when to stop though.
Stop.
Yuck. After like the first 4 picks, it's gonna be trash.
Okay. Am I going first this time?
You are.
I'm gonna take.
I think it would be stupid of you to take who I think you're taking. But if you insist, go ahead.
I will take Giannis, the MVP.
That's so soft. But whatever. So wait, you want Thanasis Antetokounmpo? His brother, right? That's who you're taking?
No.
No? Oh, okay. All right. You got the only player that has won an MVP who can't do anything but dunk. Name a player in the NBA who's won an MVP. They can do a lot more than dunk.
Did Shaq win an MVP?
Yes.
There we go.
But he can do more than dunk. He can play vicious defense.
So can Giannis.
He's a twig.
Anyway.
LeBron can back him down like it's a freaking car backing up. All right, whatever. You can have Giannis. I'll take De'Aaron Fox, this far superior player in this draft. A fan favorite of Andrew and I's. So I think that pick deserves a.
After Giannis, I'm gonna go with Chris Middleton. Bro,
That's so gross. He's
a lot of children.
he's so bad.
He's really not.
He's all. You can take Chris Middleton.
He's
You can take Chris Middleton. I don't know who I'm going to take. Those are the only two good players on the Bucks, and the Kings aren't that good. I mean, I can go Barnes, I can go Healed. What's that gonna do? That ain't gonna tickle me. Drew Holiday, I already got a guard. Oh, I don't want to go Harrison Barnes here, but I might. I might, but I don't want to. Yeah, I'll go Harrison Barnes. That's so gross. Do you know that the Sacramento Kings have a 100 or a 1.0 win percentage in the NBA Finals? They've appeared to a finals, and they have only won a finals. They have not lost.
Yeah.
But that's when they were the Rochester Royals, though. So
Way back.
way back.
There's decent centers on the board, so I'll probably wait on that.
Danger, 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 danger.
I'm gonna go with Drew Holiday.
That's a good pick. I like that pick.
Underrated.
I do like Drew Holiday, but I like your Holiday better. All right, let's see. I need a 2, 4. Dude, you know what? Man, this is so, oh God. This is not looking really good for me, but I'm gonna have to go Buddy Healed here. Dude bitched and complained about being underpaid and wanting to get the bag. So he got paid, and now he's the third best player on his team. Well played by him. Well played by him. But not by the Kings. So right now, as it stands, you have all Bucks and I have all Kings. So right now, I'm just gonna favorite it. I'm gonna tip the scale on your direction.
A little bit.
But far from over. Far from over.
What do I need? A center and a 2?
You need a 3 and a 5. I'm assuming you had Chris Middleton as your 2, and I'm assuming Giannis was your 4.
Giannis is my 4. I'm
So
gonna put Middleton at the 3.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take
So Middleton at your 3 is even worse than I thought.
no.
Even worse than I thought.
No. And then I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna have to take DiVincenzo.
It's a good pick. He's better than Chris Middleton. All right. I feel like I can't have any more Kings players. Otherwise, I have a theme team like you did. Some good centers on the board. There is. But I need someone who's going to hold me down. And I think that's Brook Lopez. I think he's the anchor and the heart and soul, the glue that molds my team to be better than yours when I pick my 4.
No way.
I mean, you have Chris Outsideton.
I mean, I could probably pick who you're gonna pick.
Well, it's your turn, so you pick.
Got only the center left.
You have a center left, and I have a 4 left.
Can I put Giannis at my 5?
No, you cannot put Giannis at your 5. That's the same thing as putting LeBron at your 5.
It works.
You can put Hassan Whiteside at your 5.
That's obviously who my next pick was going to be.
You actually taking him?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Dude's a defensive stud. I have the 2 best defensive players.
Dude, what do you mean? I took Brook Lopez.
I have the 2 best defensive players.
I'll take Marvin Bagley.
Okay.
So I basically have a Kings theme team and the glue, the WWE superstar Brook Lopez. And you're going to try to tell me that Giannis and Chris Outsideton, not Middleton, is better than my team?
Yes.
Good freaking luck.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to put a check mark under no team because I think in a best of 7, you'll probably beat mine. But in game of one, like one game, I might shoot you out the building because I got shooters. And Giannis can't shoot more than 2 feet.
He doesn't need to shoot.
Neither can Hassan Whiteside. So I'm going to spread the floor and stretch you out. But luckily for me, I got stretchy glue.
You do have stretchy glue.
I do have stretchy glue.
You do that one.
All right. So Team Evan, Drew Holiday. I'm going to butcher this name because I can't pronounce it. Divincent. I can't even pronounce it, dude.
DiVincenzo.
Thank you. See, I'm just stupid like that. Chris Outside 10, Giannis, blah, 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 blah. And Hassan Whiteside, probably your premier player. And over on Team Murph's Boston Sports Talk, we have De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, basically every Kings starter, and Brook Lopez.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to run it back. And we'll hopefully we can get some like competitors instead of these lottery bums. You take Giannis off the Bucks and their lottery team. Don't at me.
Stop. No, we did the Grizzlies.
I'm looking at you right now, and I am not about this.
No. Stop.
Ooh.
I like that.
Ooh.
I like that.
And I get to go first.
You do.
This is okay. Honestly, I know who I'm taking number one, but you can really make an argument. You really could make an argument.
You're gonna butcher this pick.
I'm not gonna butcher this pick. I'm not butchering. Let me do my due diligence.
Good luck.
Thank you, Duelist. For the first overall, Team Murph's Boston Sports Talk, Luka Doncic. I mean, come on. There was no other answer here. And I'm going to put him at my one, obviously, because even though he's like 6'10", still a point guard. He's a walking, almost averaging triple-double player. He's almost like me.
Almost.
Oh. All right.
I'm gonna take Jason Tatum.
That's a solid pick. That is a solid pick.
Here's where
And if you didn't take Tatum and you gave me Luka and Tatum,
no.
the rest of that, look at that. Carson Edwards. I told you I was going to take him. Now I will be taking, I think this one's kind of easy, Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I think that has to be a lock right there. I got two studs, but we're far from over.
I'll take Porzingis at the 4.
Damn it. I wanted Porzingis so bad.
Nope.
Oh, I wanted him so bad. Dude, if I was able to get Kristaps Porzingis, it would have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap. Now I'm stuck with Daniel Tice. Damn, I already got the guards locked up. And you got Tatum. There's really nothing left for forwards. I mean, that's not true. I mean, Tim Hardaway. I'm going to go Hardaway Jr. Gonna have to. He's a sniper in like 2K15 or whatever it was. A sniper. Knicks lost a real one when they got rid of him, when they traded him. They did. They would be probably a top 4 team in the East. Actually, they might be by now. Let me check.
They are a top 4 team in the East.
Let me check. Oh, they
I already checked.
Let's go. Oh my God.
I already checked.
All right. Quick. Oh, wait. No, I told myself I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Especially with you on the podcast. I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it. All right. Please keep going.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with.
That's disgusting, though. I'm just going to say that. The Heat were, by the way, like the 13th seed like 2 weeks ago, and now they're the 5th seed. So I'm just going to exit out of it, though.
I'm going to go with. Give me Marcus Smart.
That's a smart pick.
Give me the glue.
The glue. That's such a great pick. I thought you were going to take Kemba, though, to be honest.
I have debate between those two.
See, I'm so guard heavy. My options are slim for big men. See, hold on. Going back, let's say I take Jason Tatum first, and you obviously take Luka. That obviously gives you the advantage. I could still go Brown, and then I would probably assume that you would go Porzingis there at the 4.
Right.
But then by doing that, by sacrificing Luka, it would allow myself to take a Kemba or a Smart to be my point guard,
Right.
to kind of spread it out so I'm not stuck with Hardaway Jr., who's though playing nice as my 3. And now I'm digging through the Semi Ojales of the world for my 4. This is tough. Do I really have to go Dorian Finney-Smith here?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yikes. I don't want to go Tice, dude. I don't. I could go Tristan Thompson.
Go Rob Wills.
I could go Time Lord.
He's on my fantasy team.
Damn, you don't have a center too, so you're probably gonna pick him. Damn, I'm going Time Lord. Screw it. Time Lord. All I've been doing on this podcast has been ranting and raving how we need the Time Lord to be playing the game of basketball.
We need mead.
We need mead. Yes, we do.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to take Kemba Walker.
All right, whatever. I'm going to assume Kemba's the point guard and Smart's the 2, because that's usually how the Celtics run it.
Yeah.
Wow, your team's ass. I ain't going to lie.
My team is the Celtics with Porzingis.
Now I'm stuck between Dorian Finney-Smith and Tristan Thompson. But all due respect, Tristan Thompson did say the Cleveland Cavaliers were the defending Eastern Conference champions and they should not be slept on after LeBron left for LA. So, do need a little bit of attitude on the team. I think we're looking soft. Could go for a little bit of leadership. This is really bad. This is, I'm not even kidding.
You made some questionable picks.
I did?
Yeah.
Who was I supposed to take as my 3? Freaking Semi Ojale, Aaron Neesmith? Is that who you wanted me to take?
But the fact that you let me get Tatum, Porzingis.
How did I let you?
Smart and Kemba?
I took the best player on the board at number 1, which I should have.
Right.
But I went over the facts. If I took Tatum, you would have took Luka. I would have took Brown. You would have took Kristaps Porzingis. Then I could have took Kemba, but now our teams are reversed. Then I would have the Celtics theme team, and the Celtics right now are blowing up the wrong side of my ass.
Because of the coach.
What'd you say, the coach?
The coach's fault.
It's all the GM's fault. All right, you know what? Tristan Thompson, final answer. Don't care. My team's better because I have Luka.
Your team is not better.
Honestly, I'd love to see this team match up in 2K, depending on who you take. I also took Time Lord because I knew you were going to take him as your center because.
Oh, but I wasn't. There's so many other good centers.
Daniel Tice.
There's a lot of good centers.
Willie Cauley-Stein. BBN.
I'm taking Boban.
Who?
Boban.
Oh my God, dude.
Give me the Twin Towers down there.
Stop it.
I have 2 people above 7'3" on my team.
I have Luka that can shoot 40-foot threes. I'm stretching the floor.
Luka shoots like 30%.
Dude, did you? Whatever.
Not a frequent shooter.
Luka is probably a top 3 player in the NBA right now.
Sure, but
Thank you.
I literally have the defensive team of the century. You don't think Marcus Smart is going to lock down Luka?
No. All right, I will give you this. I'm arguing you based off of the fact of only considering the point guard, shooting guard, and the small forward. I have completely disregarded my 4 and the 5, except maybe Time Lord oops from Luka. Other than that, I could care less about my big men. So maybe your team is better. Maybe your team is defensively better. But when it comes terms of a shootout, I got Hardaway Jr. blasting from half court. You don't want him to go against Dion Waiters in a 3-point contest in the middle of a Rising Stars challenge.
You're right.
Exactly. So you want to consider your take again?
No.
All right. I am randomizing here. Tell me when.
Stop.
This could be a good one.
This will be a good one.
All right, and you get to go first. Ooh,
Oh,
ooh, ooh,
oh,
indeed. This is gonna be tough.
it's gonna be tough. And not really. Give me Zion,
That's a smart pick. You taking him at the 4?
of course.
All right. That is a smart pick. That's probably the right pick.
Especially knowing who you're gonna pick now. Mind games.
I want to.
Have to.
No, I can't. No, I'm not going to do it. Now, do I want to take the best player available? Or I should say the better player available according to 2021? Well, I guess 2020 and 2021. Or do I want to take a player that I know will show up when it matters? This sucks and it's tough. I think I have to go Ingram. Don't want to.
Really?
I don't want to, but my options are limited.
It was like the third option that I thought you were gonna pick.
No, I mean, if you're gonna have Zion dropping 25 and a half points, then I need Ingram to kind of counter that. And there are other options out there that could potentially counter that, but I can't take that chance right now. I need someone that I know it will score, even though I'm not a big fan of him.
That changes what I did. Oh, damn it.
Oh, you were gonna take Ingram?
No. I thought you were gonna take Butler.
That was the other player I was considering. He's the glue I was talking about.
Right.
He's the glue.
I thought you were gonna take Butler and then I was gonna take someone else.
I put a wrench into your plans.
You really did.
There's some good picks here. You got Iguodala, you got Myers Leonard, Avery Bradley.
Yeah, I'll go Jimmy Butler. I think I have to.
That's a smart pick. But see, I could have took Butler, but I didn't want to give you another scorer in Ingram. But to hear that you might have took someone else kind of throws me off a little bit.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna take him.
But I'm gonna take Bam.
Yeah, I was gonna pair Bam and Zion.
And then I would have just actually no, that would have been a really good pair. So I'm glad I took Bam there. I'm surprised you didn't take Bam right there. You could have, and I could have took Butler and then have a different conversation.
Okay, so
you need a 1, 2, and a 5, and I need a 1, 2, and a 4.
Ooh.
Oh, there's Willie Hernangomez right there on
He
the Pelicans. Damn, that's your center.
Okay, give me. I'll take Lonzo.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I'm a big fan of the Ball brothers.
I'm not. They're all trash, my opinion. Humble opinion, but it is what it is. I could go a couple different ways here.
Oh, I know who I'm taking next.
No, I'm not taking Josh Hart. No, I'm not taking Willie Hernangomez. Give me the walking bucket. I want Tyler Hero. I don't want him as my point guard. I don't know why he's listed as a point guard. He's more of a 2.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take Tyler Hero as my 2. And that's going to leave you with a shooting guard and a center. And that's going to leave me with a point guard and a power forward.
Give me Steven Adams.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Now, is there any? I could go Goran Dragic, but Dragic.
Nice.
I need a 4. Zion's taken. The Pelicans really don't have anybody else that plays the 4. He'd have Kelly Olynyk, the clinic.
The must.
You might have to. You need a 2. There's nothing, I'm not going to take a 2.
You already know who I'm taking next.
I really don't, actually. I could go Avery Bradley for the clamps. I could just clamp it. Yikes, man. Yikes. I really want to go Kelly Olynyk, but I don't because I know that's not a good pick. But as a power forward, I'm kind of limited here. Oh, man. You need a 2. You're going to take Josh Hart? You're going to take JD Redick, you bum. I'm going to go Goran Dragic just to give me a point guard. Just to give me someone I know who can light it up from the corner, who's not greedy. Potential glue. Also to put your options less at the guard position because you could have slid Goran Dragic.
No, give me Duncan Robinson.
That's a smart pick. That's the best pick for you on that on the board. And then I guess I'm kind of stuck here, but I will go Olynyk, the clinic, as my power forward because I really don't have any other options. Spread the floor nice and wide. Make Zion guard the outside perimeter. Make Steven Adams guard the outside perimeter because Bam can shoot the three nowadays.
Hard.
Very hardly. But yes, so to recap that round, we have Team Evan, Lonzo Ball, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Zion Williamson, and Steven Adams. And then Team Boston Sports Talk, we have Goran Dragic, Tyler Hero, Brandon Ingram, Kelly Olynyk, the clinic, and Bam Adebayo. That's a tough one. That would be a really good game to watch.
I think our teams are really even, and then you said Kelly Olynyk.
Dude, who else am I taking there?
I don't know, but I'm just
okay. Put yourself in my spot. Find a power forward to put. Find me a power forward.
I don't know.
Whose name isn't Willie Hernangomez. You're not gonna find one.
Udonis.
What? You really want me to take Adonis hat? He's not even on here.
Yes, he is.
I don't see him.
I'm on ESPN.
Me too.
Udonis has one. 40 years old. 6'8".
I'm not seeing him on here. He's not on the team anymore. Didn't he retire after last season?
He may have. I don't know. He's on this ESPN list.
Well, it says on Wikipedia he still plays, but I'm not seeing him on these stats here.
He's a player coach.
Okay, if he was on this board, I would have took him because I know that baseline jumper is straight cash. Hold on.
This is the glue.
He is team glue. This is his jump shot from the baseline. Anywhere from 20 feet to the paint, that baseline, straight cash. That is the straightest of cash. That was actually a really fun activity. I'm actually really happy that we finally did that. And honestly, we could do this for just about every sport. Baseball, come up with probably like 4 teams, come up with a starting 9, throw a couple pitchers. Football, like 7 players for offense. Hockey, I know you're not really much into. But with baseball season coming up on the horizon, we definitely have to probably try to formulate something where we could do that for baseball because that was really fun. And I know the baseball one's going to be super fun because you can make an argument for just about, I don't know, any play. Rafael Devers being better than DJ LeMahieu obviously is a conversation for today. Please tell me your thoughts on record when I left DJ LeMahieu off my list.
On record, I thought that was horrible. I thought, okay, because the list was going into 2021, which means that you should base it off of the 2020 season where DJ LeMahieu was an MVP candidate, and you put Bo Bichette above him.
Face of the Blue Jays.
And Yu Darvish is nice, but he's not better than DJ LeMahieu.
See, it's so hard to compare a pitcher to a hitter.
You can't compare those two, but like Bo Bichette and Xander Bogaerts.
Okay, so here's my reason. So it was hard for me to really look at 2020 because of the shortened season. That 360 average could have easily dropped to 3 over the course of a full regular season. It could have maintained 330, 340. It's hard to tell. I didn't really. What?
That's still outstanding.
Yes, that really is. And for someone like Bo Bichette, who has limited time in pro baseball, I had to kind of consider his 2020 season because he only has 2019 and then the 60 games in 2020 to really look at. So I'm not going to just look at one season for Bo Bichette. But with DJ LeMahieu, I have his whole career for when he was with the Rockies and then obviously recently with the Yankees. But here's my big thing. People say that DJ LeMahieu is this awesome superstar, yada, yada, yada. And with someone like him who's a veteran with experience, I'm not going to take all too much weight into 2020 because he has more of a track record than a Bo Bichette. Now, I did consider it slightly, And it's hard to pass up what he did in 2020 because he was very, very good. Yes, he's an MVP candidate. But I looked at his 2019 season more because that was his last full regular season, obviously with more, veteran seasons behind him. And then I looked at his 2021 projected stats. And his projections for 2021 all declined from his 2019 campaign. And I'm not going to put a player on my top 25 going into 2021 who's going to decline or projected to decline. He's on the wrong side of 30. He's in a great lineup. So there's always going to be players on base for him to drive in the run. So that's kind of skewed, but I'm not going to hold that against him because it's not his fault. It's not his fault that he has someone who strikes out 300 times a year in Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Gary Sanchez, either in front of him or behind him.
Okay.
But there is projected decline in DJ LeMahieu, and I don't think a top 25 player in MLB is going to decline. Plain and simple.
I just
hard facts. I just hit you with the hardest facts.
It's not even a fact. You're assuming he's gonna decline. All the dude does is win batting titles.
Dude, how am I? I'm not the only one projecting him to decline. There was Baseball Reference that had him projected to decline based off of last year, but I'm also comparing his 2021 projections to his 2019, which is the last full regular season, because you can't compare 2021 projections, which is a full season, compared to a 60-game 2020. I mean, obviously he's going to hit more than 10 home runs.
Did you not put Judge on your list because of injuries?
Did I what?
Did you not put Judge on your list because of injuries?
I don't think he's a top 25 player. I really don't.
When healthy?
When healthy and he hits the ball, he is a top 5 hitter because he cranks the ball 1.5 miles. But the dude either strikes out or hits the home run. His average blows. He strikes out 200 times a year. And yes, he's also injury prone. And I also think that, going to go back to Bo Bichette, I think his projections based off of what he's shown so far is going to increase. And I think the Blue Jays are going to be a legitimate contender in the AL East, maybe not overthrow the Yankees, but I think that Blue Jays success is going to drive solely off of Bo Bichette leading the train. He was the number 1 overall prospect in all of baseball, so this is where he should be. Just facts. Completely subjective opinions. Deep,
but it's just facts.
But it's just facts. It's just facts, however you want to look at it. Obviously, come the All-Star break, I'd like to do another one. Actually, I won't even be here to do another one, so I'll have to do one before I leave for basic. Updated top 25. LeMahieu could be well into it, could be a top 10 player. He could completely fallen off the face of the earth. Like I said, he is 32. He's on the wrong side of 30. But if he was a pitcher, then pitchers in the top 25 being over the age of 30 is a little bit more understandable because there's less physicality to do because you're not running bases, fielding ground balls, and shit like that.
Right.
But you never know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm right. Subjective opinion, but just facts. All right, Evan, thank you so much for joining me. This was so fun. Like I said, we're going to have to do this again for baseball. Maybe when football season rolls around, come next year, we can absolutely do that for that. Do you have any final thoughts, takes, opinions, questions, comments, anything you want to say before we kind of wrap this up?
I think my final take, given that this was a basketball heavy episode, is that the Knicks are going to finish better than the Celtics.
Now, is that a fact that you foresee, or is that just an opinion that you have?
That is a subjective opinion. That is a fact.
That sounds like absolute made up horse crap, but I can see it. The season it's so weird because the East is so bad. I mean, one day the Celtics are the 6th, next day they're the 9th, next day they could be the 4th. Same with the Knicks. I mean, it's such a cluster from like 4 to 10. It's so gross. I mean, you look at the standings 2 days from now, your team is out, your team is in. It doesn't really matter. It's so hard to really gauge it. I want the Celtics to do good, obviously, being a Boston sports fan, being a Boston's podcast, but it's so hard to root for them. And I'm sure you went through this with years for the Knicks. They show you a little bit of hope, and then they just completely crumble. They make a couple good signings, but they completely crumble. You need a couple players that are available for trade, and your team doesn't do it.
Never.
You got a couple good, obviously the Knicks were low in the, or I guess high in the draft lottery. Could have traded that, packaged some young players up, go get a player, but you don't do it. What?
You got RJ.
That is true. You do have RJ Barrett. You got Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's all you need. That's all you need. Everyone else is just extra package for the plane. Well, thank you so much for your time, for your thoughts, and of course, your takes. This was super fun. Hopefully this was enjoyed on your end as it was on mine.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me. Look forward to doing it again.
Absolutely. And as always, we will see you later, right?
See ya.